Hey everyone, Tin Man here. Game 3 of our Constructed Gauntlet, and we're up against Mono Blue. We're playing our own mono deck, Mono Red. Mono Blue's definitely been very popular recently, with obviously winning the Seat Story Cup this past weekend. This is a slightly different version. I don't think the winning list had Earthshaker, but it's probably a similar concept. You know, just trying to play control in the early game and then win with lots of, you know, Eclipse, Annihilations to get good exchanges around mana 6, 7, and 8, and then win the game off a Bolt of Damocles or 2. We drew a lot of our more expensive cards in our opener, so we cannot cast anything just yet. But we'll have a good spot for Legion Standardbearer and Stonehall Elite next turn, more than likely. Legion Standardbearer can go in front of this creep to trade with Ogre. Stonehall Elite doesn't have a good spot yet, but if they get, say, 2 creep spawns in lane 1, can go there. The one concern about this matchup in the early game is to watch out for At Any Cost. That does 6 damage to everybody, which kills Stonehall Elite even after he's gotten a single buff. Hey, look, just like I called it, 2 creeps in lane 1. So we don't want to put a hero there because then it would get in front of a creep, and we want a Stonehall Elite there. So just hop into mid lane, where we could potentially have a good Legion Standardbearer play. And it's really good to have Stonehall Elite active in the lane with Kana, because she'll just keep on bringing creeps to feed into it. And then by the time Kana is gone, it'll be massive and can just attack for tons of damage. So we'll play the Stonehall Elite in front of the creep. Luckily we even drew another one.
I feel the power rise.
Aghanim Sanctum. Unfortunately, we do not have our Smash their defenses, so that will be a thorn in our side for most of this game. Ooh, Dimensional Portal. So we're probably going to save this other Stonehall Elite for lane 1 again next turn. There's no good spot for Legion Standardbearer, so I might as well just put it here, I suppose, in this lane. In lane 3, we're already killing the Ogre, and there's no spot to get adjacent. So let's just push damage and stay aggressive on all the lanes. Didn't use the Aghanim Sanctum. Okay. Like I said, we want to save Stonehall Elite for lane 1. Just to play crowd control, you know? Alright, let's buy Blink Dagger and Cloak. Health items in the blue matchup are not quite as important because your heroes rarely die to damage, they die to annihilation effects or massive chunks of damage like Eclipse. I'm just gonna go into lane probably lane 1. Lane 1's probably safest. We need to, like I said, we need to play crowd control. We can't just afford to get chipped down with all these creeps. Another Stonehall Elite. Oh boy. We are an elite force over here, huh? Let's go in front of this creep who's the only one who's unblocked. These creeps aren't doing anything because they're attacking Axe, and Kana obviously is not a creep. They're going to conflagrate mid lane. What does that do? Nothing right away. Does mean I'm going to want to put this Stonehold Cloak on Beastmaster because he'll be taking quite a bit of damage. And then probably Tresden Standard the Bristleback. I probably don't want to commit anything more into lane 1. Just because I'd be afraid of an Annihilation if I would play another creep in there. He would get quite a bit of value out of that. Let's just play Tresden Standard first. So I'll keep this creep up. At least for... I guess I'll die to Annihilation or Conflag next turn, but at least reasonable for right now. Playing on Beastmaster to keep him even healthier. So I probably want to just play the Stonehall Elite in lane 3. Just to actually make this a relevant clock. We'll also probably play a Merfolk Brawler here next turn, just to say, hey, you have to answer this lane at some point. I'm strongly considering just TP scrolling out a hero out of lane 1. Let's buy a cloak first. Well, actually, do I want to hold Horn of the Alpha now that I'm thinking about it? I think that might be very relevant in this matchup, and the other health items aren't so big. Let's buy a Town Portal Scroll, and then leave the rest of our gold intact, because we might get... I mean, I could see 3 hero kills here. If they annihilate, and then we get a Berserker's Call in mid lane, I could easily see 3 hero kills. Plus the 4 creep kills, that'll get us up to a Horn of the Alpha. That's assuming an annihilation comes in here. Ooh, if... oh, I guess we don't have 7 mana, but I'm thinking Primal Roar actually can reach this Kana since we curved into the creep. Could throw her out of this lane, but this would be the turn they'd annihilate if they wanted to. They're just going to try to make the fight on lane 2. They still could annihilate this lane. So I don't really feel that comfortable about like playing a Marrowfell Brawler here in the middle. Because then they could just ready their mana and destroy it. So I think I'm just going to hold initiative so that I can first action Berserker's Call in mid. I'm going to swap. That's fine by me. They still haven't put a hero into lane 3, so... Looks like we're just going to win that one kind of for free. Now I'm not afraid of an AoE. And I can save my guys with I can retain initiative with Kraken Shell. But if I just Berserker's Call first, maybe then they... maybe then they just annihilate mid lane. So honestly, maybe I don't want it Berserker's Call. Maybe I just want a Marrowfell Brawler. Because that'll push 10 extra points. That'll push lethal.
5 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1.
No, I'm just going to pass on this lane. We already have a good enough advantage. They're going to have to annihilate this lane at some point, just because all these guys are just going to be growing out of control. So I don't want to...
That's just a taste of what's
Oh, that guy died? What? Oh, because he got the Luna proc on it. I'm like, that had 4 health. Okay, so that changes things a little bit, I suppose. Let's just Berserker's Call with... Bristleback would die then. This did not work out as well as I'd hoped. Maybe I just Brawler. There's no chance I kill this lane this turn. And they probably have like an Eclipse. Alright, well, Marrowfell Brawler is probably the best defense against Eclipse because it adds a ton of health to our board. You know, just more targets to suck the Eclipse charges.
Let the sky tear
Only
down.
4 charges, we should be fine.
Think you can outsmart us?
Let's just make a beast and then Town Portal scroll him out of here.
This will come in handy.
So if I had a bit more time to think about this turn, maybe I could have played it a bit more optimally. I mean, it's also unfortunate I didn't anticipate the Luna proc killing my Legion Standard Bearer. Let's add just a Marrowfell Brawler and then Blink Dagger backwards. Nah, that's not quite enough pressure. Let's leave it here and we'll save Blink Dagger for next turn. Now this lane's definitely dead, and I can Blink Dagger out. Fortunately, I did not get enough for this Horn of the Alpha. I think I'm still going to hold it, though. And then we can probably buy it next turn. I don't have initiative, but I can gain initiative from first lane into lane 2 to Berserker's Call, which will be at least 2 hero kills. Then I just need to kill a creep somewhere else.
5
So I'll be
seconds
fine.
remaining.
Healing Salve might be nice for the Bristleback, but he has armor to survive these hits anyway. Let's just go into mid lane. It's more than likely they could annihilate lane 1 right now. Or they're going to try to annihilate lane 3. I think I'd be okay with that. It's already pretty low. And if they give us initiative out of this lane, we can actually then maintain for Primal Roar in lane 3. Right, so if they do anything here, we just chain pass on first lane. Then we Berserker's Call mid lane. Then Kraken Shell to keep initiative to Primal Roar in lane 3. And that should win us the game. So if they do literally anything that doesn't retain initiative, we win. We have like a guaranteed win if they give us initiative out of this lane. Oh no! No, he died to the... Oh, I guess that was one way to get out of it. Sure. Okay, now what do we do? Is this lane back on the table now? Can we Primal Roar this lane to get this Kana out of here? And what do we do in lane 2? We can kill just the Luna. That doesn't do much. I think I have enough. I'm just going to Primal Roar Kana out of here. So now if they want to fight this, they got to bring Ogre into this lane. They're going to want to annihilate lane 3, which we can definitely stop with a Kraken Shell and a Primal Roar. So I think I just maintain status quo here.
I'm just getting started.
The earth splinters at my touch.
I think we just pass now. We don't now. Then we can actually Primal Roar, or actually then we can Berserker's Call, so that we're just never gonna kill this lane now. I think that's fine. So let's think. I can Berserker's Call here, and then Kraken Shell to retain initiative on lane 1. Then there's a reasonable chance we can either Ravage or Primal Roar this Ogre out of there and win that lane. So maybe we don't kill mid lane here, even though it's so close. But we can probably kill lanes 1 and 3. And even if, and by just stalling out here, we can even beat an Arcane Assault. Another dimensional portal. So they got pressure here, but they absolutely do not have it in any other lane. Alright, so let's just Berserker's Call. Then Kraken Shell pass. Now there's a pretty reasonable shot we can stop this Ogre. Unless he like lands not in front of... Man, I wish we could still keep this Horn of the Alpha. I still think that just getting that amount of siege is going to be valuable. They never cast Annihilation yet.
Seconds remaining.
I didn't even realize what our gold total was throughout the turn. I probably should have thought about that a bit more. Maybe that would have changed my lines.
5 seconds remaining.
Still gonna hold it.
2.
I feel like I'm wasting gold, but it is a win condition to punch through these lanes that are almost dead. Oh, thank God. We got this arrow to curve in. Oh, no, he's just right next to Titan. We can just Ravage him. All right, we win. Never mind. All right, so our good odds did pay off here. You just Ravage, flip him, and then that's game. We could play a Time of Triumph or Mercenary Exiles to push more. Mercenary Exiles actually pumps for a ton because of all of our gold, but that's game anyway. Big Blue Button beats Mono Blue, and we move up on to 3-0. So this run is going pretty great so far. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.